Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Shah, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people in the world it can be called God, Bahashim, and the name of Yahweh Shah, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people in the world it can be called Jesus Christ. Once again, the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son is Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Also, Shalom to you brothers, you Akim that's pushing and spreading his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who's also uplifting the names Yahweh by Shema Shah. Shalom to you Akim once again. Shalom also to the Israelite foreigners, the speckled bird, man, woman, the child, whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like the heathen nations you're scattered amongst, which the heathen nations are the nations starting from 2 on down, as you see on this chart. Those are the heathen nations. Also, if your lineage goes back to these people that you see on this chart right here through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word, this truth, and you can receive it to the speckled bird, man, woman, and child, if this does apply to you, you are Israelites, though you do look like the heathen nations you're scattered amongst due to the scattering of these people in this chart right here. So once again, you will have Israelites that look like the other nations, but they're in fact Israelites because they're under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 to 15 verse on down. Their spirit bear witness with this word that they are the sons and daughters of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Also, their lineage goes back to these people through the man. To the few Aqua, few Israelite sisters that do listen and learn Shalom. To the elect of the nation of Israel, where we may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, where this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you could bond, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ once again, Yahweh Shah. And tell me, I'm just gonna title this video, tell me these people aren't your enemy. And I'm talking about your, as in you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay? So I'm gonna play these clips, then I'm gonna get the scripture, I'm gonna close it out. But these people, the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasian man, his seed line, to show their true colors when it comes to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because you still got a lot of our people that still, sleep, and still believe that you got some of these people that's good. Nah. So I'm gonna play this clip right here.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking pictures calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
You see this, man? The so-called white woman, the Shedemite woman, she's responsible for a lot of deaths of the Israelite men. Okay? Go back and like Emmett Till. There's many other examples. And this is another example. Okay? That's just one video, though. That just happened recently. Okay? This happened recently, too. Salakia for that.
Will have an opportunity to review the... Governor of Kentucky wants federal and state investigators to look into a deadly police shooting 2 months after it happened. Louisville police shot and killed 26-year-old Breonna Taylor in her apartment during what her family calls a botched drug raid. Errol Barnett is following this story.
There's been a lot of conversation going back and forth about, how do we get the truth out on this?
The Louisville police chief says the department will soon wrap up its investigation into the death of Breonna Taylor and pass it to Commonwealth and federal officials.
Both offices will have an opportunity to review the investigation.
That's another one. This Eve, right here. Okay, this kind of similar to what happened down in around the Dallas area. You had that other chick. They kicked her door and they shot her to death, and she was watching over her nephew. Then then you had the dude, I forgot his name. He got killed by that Edomite chick. I believe they said she was in the you know what I'm talking about, but they was having some sort of affair. He was eating ice cream. She kicked his door in and shot him. Okay? And who are all these people that's doing this to you? It's these people you see right here, man. Edomites. Okay? I'm gonna show you the latest one. Oops. This one right here, at least you've seen it probably a
Regular
day ago.
TV or on the portable television app, we are so glad that you are there. The mayor of a major American city today is saying that it should not be a death sentence in America to be black. Those are his words. That's a remarkable statement from an American political leader. And it comes on the heels of 4 police officers being fired for what appears to be a strangulation death of a suspect who was African American. The story's already making headlines all over the world. And this is the image that's already become iconic. Take a look at this picture right there. This is really an important image. And there you see it. You see the officer's knee with what appears to be his full weight pressing down on the suspect's neck while the suspect is on the ground and handcuffed. Witnesses say the officer held his knee on the suspect's neck despite pleadings from the suspect and from bystanders. For their part, the officers are heard on the video suggesting that they tried to put the suspect in the cruiser, but they were unable to do so. Also, as we look at this image, it's important to note that the reason that this suspect is being arrested is because a merchant called police accusing him, the suspect, now identified as George Floyd, who you see right there with the officer's knee on his neck, of trying to pay with a $20 bill that the merchant believes was counterfeit. So that's what started all of this.
Basically, another false, accusation, man. Okay? This, you can't make this up, okay? It's clear as day. We're Jacob and they're Esau, man. Okay? It's clear as day, man. Okay, this hatred is spiritual, man. This beef that goes on between us and them is a spiritual beef. Okay? A lot of you are wondering, why are they doing this to us? What do we do to them? Okay, nah, it goes back. It's a spiritual. Okay, it goes back all the way to our forefathers, our ancient forefathers, going back, Esau and Jacob, man. Okay, Genesis 27, and a lot of those are just accusations, man. Them just being the devil because this is their kingdom. Okay, and at the end of the day, a lot of those jakes that happened to, it was really judgment from on high. But still, though, but still, this Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, Has thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. This is their kingdom. Okay? This is what we living in, their kingdom. Okay? This is why they're able to, say whatever they want to you tribes. They're able to do whatever you want, even if it means killing you and getting off scot-free. Okay? This is what they're doing. Okay? Because this is their kingdom. And they're going to use it to their advantage, man. Okay? And Isaac, his father, answered, said unto him, I read that, it says, And by thy sword shalt thou live. And this is what they do. The gun, okay? Their media. This is what they've been doing. Okay? And who has the sword been, aimed at? It's been aimed at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? That's mostly who it's aimed at. And so serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shall have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob. This is where the hatred comes from between us and them. This is where that enmity comes from. This is why. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing. It's because the birthright, Esau sold his birthright, but what did he do? He falsely accused Jacob and said he took the birthright from me. No, you sold the birthright. And really, I always bring it out, according to Romans, the 9th chapter, it was set up in the spirit that will happen. The Lord had it set up like that to make his story, this movie of his, controversial, So that was a false accusation of Esau made. Then the blessing, okay? He was supplanting the blessing, okay? So now he's been mad, okay, ever since, man. Okay, this is where that hatred comes from. To anybody that's new, if you were Israelite and you just come across this is where the hatred comes from between us and them. Okay, it's a spiritual ancient world hatred, man. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob." And this is what they've been doing. Okay, they've been doing this all the way since Cain, man. Okay, when we was coming out of the wilderness, you know, who was the first nation of people to attack us? Amalek, which they're also Edomites. Okay, them so-called Jewish people, they're Edomites. Okay, they attacked us first. Okay, when King Saul went down by the Philistines, who helped the Philistines take King Saul down? Them Amalekites, man, Amalek. Okay, when we went down, you know, during 70 AD, who was responsible for that? The Romans, which they were Edomites, calling themselves the Romans at that time. Okay, so these people, we've been at war, like the scripture said we was going to be at war with Amalek, okay, from generation to generation, man. And we've been at war with this man ever since the womb, man, okay? And now he's spazzing out because he's losing his woman with Jake now, okay? He's losing his kingdom, okay? He's being despised, he's being exposed, okay? So now he's spazzing out, basically. He got that, you know, fuck everybody, fuck everything spirit. Excuse my language. I'm just gonna put it how it is. Okay? And he don't mind, you know, doing what he doing. They miss the days, you know, of walking, seeing a whole group of so-called Negroes, you know, going over there with KKK suits and, you know, tying them up to a back of a pickup and driving down the street with it, or lynching, or setting you on fire, man, or shooting you in the back and saying you threaten them, just like you seen in them videos. You know? They miss those days, and they want them days to come back, but it's not going to happen. So now they're just going, you know, just acting out, you know. He's basically, you know, that cat, you know, you trap a cat in the corner, and what's the cat going to do? It's going to scratch. It's going to fight back. This is what he's doing, okay? But, you know, our people, let me see. Zechariah 11, and most likely all them people, they just going to get a slap on the wrist. You already know how it goes. You know, this is their kingdom. You know, Zechariah 11:4, and also this is our punishment because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. So this is what we have to deal with. Okay, being under our enemies, man. Them, you know, smoting us left and right, man. This because we transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments. We forsook Yahweh Shema Shah. You know. This is Zechariah 11:4. Thus said the Lord, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, you're the flock that's being led to the slaughter. Who's the slaughter? Esau and the other nations, but chiefly Esau, Edom, man. And all them videos, who was it? Esau, okay? You do have the other nations doing the same thing, but it's mostly Esau because this man, his whole nation, not just the man, is your natural born enemy. You will have Israelites come looking like them, but I'm talking about, you know, these straight up Edomites. I'm not talking about an Israelite that look like an Edomite, you know. It says, whose possessors slay them, because who we in possession of? These heathens, Esau, Edom. Okay, we came over here via, you know, like Deuteronomy 28:68 said, you know, ships again to eat. Egypt again with ships. We came over here on ships, and we still over here. We still over here in bondage. We still serving captivity. And we still being oppressed, man. Okay? And this man is slaying them. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Okay? See, these elites, they know that they got the green. They've been having the green light to do what they do, because they know when we sin against Yahweh Shema Shah, that he's going to give them over, you know, us over into their hands, and they get to do whatever they want with us, you know. But this man holds himself not guilty. Okay, most likely these cops, like I said earlier, they're gonna get a slap on the wrist. Okay, and then they're gonna go home, go to sleep, and it's gonna be all good. Wake up the next morning, as nothing happened. Another nigga just died to them. You know, they're gonna be alright with that. You know, this is how they've been doing. You know, this is nothing new. This has been happening for decades. This has been happening since we came over here via this man, you know. And Jake will, you know, get roused up for a second, but Then they'll go right back down, go back to sleep, The scriptures say Jacob is a plain man dwelling in tents, All Jake like to do is sit back, and chill. Jake don't want no problems, but Esau is not going to allow that, especially if he's in his kingdom. If he's in his kingdom, he's going to do what he's doing, okay, to the max, man. And that's all right, because we got, we going to do double on to him in our kingdom. But just let me get this real quick. Malachi 1:1, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi, Salaki, excuse me, says, I have loved you, said the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Because that's how our people see it. Our people saying, if we these people, if we the chosen people, why is this happening to us? It's because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord made a covenant with us, and we broke that covenant. If you make a contract, just like in Esau society, if you make a contract with somebody, for instance, a loan shark, okay, and you don't come through in your contract, what they do? They break your fingers, okay? They kidnap somebody you're close to, or they put you to death, Or they make you pay back that debt, piece by piece, man. It's the same thing with us. This is what happened. We drove the Lord to wrath, so the Lord gave us into the hand of our enemies. And the worst thing about it is we're in the hand of our natural-born enemy. Okay? This man's your natural-born enemy. That's why when you get around him, you feel weird, you feel it don't feel right. It just feels sketchy, You could just feel the tension. Okay? Because this is your natural-born enemy right here. But they've been able to rock our people to sleep, with this love this, love that. Whole time they behind there plotting on how they could exterminate our whole race, man. This is what they've been doing. Let me read it again. Malachi 1:2. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Because Esau and Jacob, we came from, we were twins, Esau is the wicked twin and we're the righteous twin. Okay? Said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And that's the point. The Lord only loves Jacob, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. He loves nobody else. He has not dealt so with any other nation. Like it says in the book of Psalms, I believe it's 147 or 148, if I'm not mistaken. He only dealing with Jacob, man. And Esau knows that. And here's the point. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? So the Lord hates Esau, but this man has shown you, okay, that he hates you from the get-go, and he's going to keep doing it. He's not going to stop doing what he's doing until he is stopped. And we in the time of him being stopped. So this is why they spazzing out, man. They being exposed. And actually, let me get this. This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Which Mount Seir is a people before it's a place, just like Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay? Mount Seir is Esau, the Edomite, see? In the land of Edom, Idumea, which is Greek for Edom, It said, and that's what we've been doing. We've been prophesying against him. He's being exposed. His kingdom is falling. The nations are despising him. His image is being, despised, So he has nothing but to lash out, And it says, and say unto it, thus said the Lord, Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee. I will make thee most desolate. And the Lord's doing that, man. He's doing it with these plagues, okay? He's doing it with the exposure, okay? Waking us up, okay? And Esau's losing, so he's going to spaz out, man. Okay? And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual, okay, which if you go into perpetual, what? It's everlasting, man. It's ancient. This man's had an everlasting hatred. He's going to continue, as long as he's on this planet, he's going to continue to hate you tribes, man. He's not going to stop. Okay, even when we have him in our kingdom, he's still going to try to plot, and scheme on how he could get rid of us. This is how bad this man hate us, man. It says, because I was had a perpetual hatred, and they shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end, because you so-called, when he first brought us over here on cargo slave ships, that was probably the harsh part of the captivity. But when he so-called, let you go, he so-called freed you, he kept at it, man. The KKK was formed. Jim Crow laws were put into place, okay? You couldn't even vote, back in the day, which you shouldn't vote for him anyway, but he kept at it, man. The lynchings, Jake would be going in these stores, these restaurants, and Esau will throw hot oatmeal in their face, milk in their face, get the dogs to sick them. Don't forget about when Jake was against the bill, and you had the firefighters. The damn firefighters was hosing Jake down against the wall, man. And those are powerful, man. Those hoses, those firehouse hoses are powerful enough to carry you and drag you down the street, man. And this is what they was doing. They kept at it, man. They never stopped. Okay? Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood. Who was he talking to? He was talking to you so-called white people. And blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay? And this is what's going to happen to you. This is why you spazzing out. Because your judgment, okay? Your time is not, man. Time for the big payback is nigh at hand. This is why they spazzing out. So they're going to use whatever advantage they have left, okay, to do what they want to do with you tribes, man. This is why we telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to repent. Because the only way you're going to be, saved out of this madness and this man's going to be finally out of your view, he's going to be finally took out, is if you repent to Yahweh Shema Shah, which only the elect is going to do. And we're doing that, That's what's happening. So let me get Amos 1 and 11. It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother, okay, with the sword, and did cast off all pity, in his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever, man. It was clear as day that the dude, he couldn't move. He's saying he couldn't breathe. And the dude literally kept, that Edomite literally kept his all his weight on his neck, man. Dude just died, man. So you're gonna pay for that. Okay? It's a judgment for everything that you're doing right now. Everything that you Edomites are doing, you're plotting to do, is all being recorded, okay, by the angels, and they're being sent up to Yahweh, man. So when Yahweh Shah returns, he gonna fuck this place up, man. And we in that time. I always say we in that time. It's just because we in that time. Okay? Race and once again, race wars is gonna happen. Second Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's race wars. Okay? And the Lord's putting the spirit on this man to show his true colors, so he could get this prophecy popping off, which is already happening. Okay? This is what's going to happen. And the main 2 races that's going to fight each other is Jacob and Esau. Okay? You're going to have other nations within that too, but the main 2 characters that's going to fight is Jacob and Esau, man. Okay? That's what it's going to come down to. Real quick. I'm going to show this real quick, because time, my time running out.
To George Floyd's death have left another person shot and killed while chaos reigns over the city.
Jason, we have seen a whole lot of fires, violence, rioting. We will let you know and show you what we've been following overnight.
We are so glad that you are watching us here on WCCO, also streaming on CBSN Minnesota, but a dark morning for this state, for this city. The last 12 hours of protests to the city, officers were able to get to him. This reportedly happening outside.
Well, I thought that was the video, but you can look the video up. They rioting, I believe, in Minneapolis and all over the country. Some parts of the country over that. Okay? But it's just the time we in. One people shall fight against another. Jacob and Esau are going to be the main 2. Okay? This is Genesis 49. Right? 9, it says, Judah, you so-called Negroes, okay? Because you're the head tribe, so everything starts with you. When you do something, the rest of the tribes follow along. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Okay? And the Lord's rousing them up with these Edomites, man. Jake not going to keep taking, this, police brutality, not going to take having the cops call on him over some stupid stuff. They're not going to keep taking that, man. Jake is getting roused up. The Lord's going to put the spirit on Jake to, come against you Edomites, man. That's why you Edomites are buying firearms at an all-time high. It's mostly you doing that. Because when all this come crashing out, when 911 is done away with, and Jake ain't got nothing to eat, they coming right where you at. Okay? You know it. So you arming yourselves up. You Edomites, you're going to fight back too, but you're not going to get that far with it. Okay? At the end of the day, if you're not of the elect, whether you Jacob or Esau, it's the elect of all Israelites, you do them anyway. Because 2/3, they still going to pay for their wickedness. Okay? This is the verse 8. I'm going to jump up. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. And if you go really deep into it real quick, King David said, yep, this is Psalms 18. This is King David talking right here. It says, with mercy thou wilt show. I'm going to start at 25. With mercy thou wilt show. Actually, I'll start at 27 for time's sake. It says, for thou wilt save the afflicted people, but will bring down high looks. Because Esau got a high look right now. He look like, look, I'm above these niggas. These niggas can't do anything, For thou will light my candle, the Lord my power will enlighten my darkness. For by thee have I run through a troop, and by my God have I leaped over a wall. As for Yahweh, his way is perfect, the word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. For who is Yahweh, save the Lord, or who is a rock, save our power? It is Yahweh that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me up upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. So we ain't got to get AK-47 and go against Esau with his own blessing. All we got to do is trust in Yahweh by Shema Shah, and the Lord's going to fight for us, man. Okay? Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I pursued my enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me, man. And this is what the Lord's going to do. Because when Esau finally makes his move and stop being the bitch, okay, the Lord's going to lift that standard up. And he's going to show the world that the only reason why this man was able to take us down was because the Heavenly Father put the spirit on it and was behind him doing that, because we broke the law, such as commandments. But the Lord's going to lift up that standard, and he's going to show the world who we are, man. Okay? They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Okay? Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. And this was going to happen. If you go back in the time of Joshua, when we took down them Ammonites and the rest of them heathens, what did he say? Come and put your foot on the necks. Because we literally going to put the foot on our enemies' necks, man. Especially you elites. Okay? When we put you in captivity, that's what's going to happen. Okay? So, that's it. Call Halal Allah Yahweh by Shema Shah. Baba Gashah, Baba Baba, Abba Baba, Abba Ha Ayabia, Abba Ha Ayabia. Shalom to the elect and to you few Israelite sisters that do listen and learn. Shalom.